guys, welcome back to my channel. So number one, forgive me for my hair because I'm trying to hide the fact that my shirt does not match my eye look. But when I filmed this eye look earlier, I had on a different shirt. And you know what? I have a little bit extra time, so I'm going to take advantage of that and film another video. So hopefully it is like spread out to the point that you won't even notice the same eye look. I have been trying to pre-film. I keep on saying that, but whatever. So recently I subscribed to Little Miss Lipstick here on YouTube, and I was watching her videos and I seen one of her videos which was called Pando's Discontinued Eyeshadow Palettes. And I was like, oh my god, this is so stinking smart, because I have so many palettes that are discontinued or limited edition. You can't get any more, and I can't use them on the tube because, you know, God forbid you use something you can't get on the tube, because it's not fair for the people that can't get it, even though, you know how I feel about that. What about the people that have it already? You know what I'm saying? Regardless of that, I thought it was a pretty smart idea. Now I'm kind of jumping the gun just because of the fact that I am trying to pan a palette, and I'm just jumping the gun. But you know what? She is doing it past 2019. It's not just something that she's doing through 2019. So she's going to continue it for the next year or whatever. So I figured, you know what? Why can't I do it? I could take you on the journey. So this project pan was created by Alexa here on YouTube. So I will leave her channel down below, as well as Little Miss Lipstick. I just subscribed to her, so I'm not sure what her real name is, but I will have her name listed down below. So I'm so sorry if you are watching this. Please forgive me. I just got overly excited and I wanted to film the video. But it is basically panning your discontinued eyeshadow palettes and your limited edition eyeshadow palettes. So I feel like when it comes to project panning, Alexi creates such great, amazing ideas. Like, I really feel like she deserves more subscribers, if you ask me, but whatever. I believe that Alexi created this little challenge project pan series a couple years ago. I'm not sure if she's still doing it. I don't think so. I haven't seen it on her channel, but I'm not 100% sure. But Little Miss Lipstick did tell me how she do it. So she basically picked 6 shadows from 6 different palettes, or same palettes, however she does it. I'm really not 100% sure. I think it's 6. Gosh, I always sit down and film these videos and never have the full details. Everything will be listed down below. But she picks 6 shadows at random, and then when she hits her goal on the shadows, which is basically pan, she does a random number generator so that way she could pick the next shadow. Now, I don't want to do it at random because I tried to do pan in every palette at random and it did not work out for me. So I am going to be picking my pans. And I know it's a little bit cheating, but you know what? I am not the best in project panning. I am trying. I am panning a palette. I need to pick the shadows that I'm going to be interested in working in. So if you want to see the 6 palettes that I picked and the shadows that I am picking and why, then just keep on watching. So I did follow Little Miss Lipstick, as in picking 6 shadows. Now, I picked 1 shadow from each palette because there were 6 palettes that I kind of want to work on. So the first palette is the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. I looked online and it said you could get this for $15 on Kohl's, but on the BH Cosmetics website it says that you can't get it anymore. So I'm assuming this is discontinued. You know, when products are usually discontinued, you could kind of find them in like Marshall's and Kohl's and all that stuff. And oh, I don't have my ring on. Oh my god. I've been forgetting it lately, which is why I don't like to take it off, but whatever. It is what it is. So I decided to pick this palette. Now, the shade that I decided to pick is this shade right here, which is called Trixie. And the reason why I'm picking that shade is because it can be used like a highlighter. So I am going to swatch that shade for you. So that is what the shade looks like. It kind of has like a white cast, but I think for some looks I will be able to use it as a highlighter. So that is the shade in this palette that I'm interested in trying to pan, or maybe I should be spread. No, I'm going to stick with this shade right here because I was going to go to Spirit, but you know what? I'm just going to stick with this. So the next palette was actually a palette that everyone was excited about. Not everyone actually liked the palette, but everyone was excited about it. So you should already have heard Tarte and the April Fool's joke or whatever. So Face Candy came out with the Atlantis palette. Now the reason why I am putting this is because Shop Hush is no longer available. So any Bad Habit palettes and Face Candy palettes just went off the face of the earth. Like, I just looked online. They don't even have a Face Candy makeup website. There's absolutely nothing. So I decided to put this in. I did purchase this. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I do know that I never even used it. So it still has the plastic. And the shade that I really, really want to pan is this blue shade right here. It is so pretty. So this is what the shade looks like. I think it is so stunning. So it's going to take a while just because I don't always do blue, but I just didn't want to pick like the easiest shade in every palette. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to pan this. Of course I can, because I could set my lid with it. You know what I'm saying? So that is the eyeshadow that I want to pan from this palette. The next palette is also from Shop Hush, and it is the Bad Habit Pretty Poison palette. This is another palette that the moment it got released, I wanted it so bad, and I have yet to even use it. So the shade that I am interested in panning and trying to use is this Nightshade. That's the name of it. It's just like this light, beautiful purple. That's what it looks like. I think it looks really, really pretty. Once again, the same thing. I don't always do these colorful looks, but I think that is a beautiful shade to have as a transition shade, if you get what I'm saying. And not only that, Bad Habit, the matte shades have a lot of fallout, so I'm hoping with a lot of fallout, I will be able to hit pan faster. I know it's probably kind of cheating, but you know what? It is what it is. So the next palette I purchased around the time I first started getting into makeup, and it is the Violet Voss Nicole Concealio palette. I looked on their website. It is no longer available, which I don't know. I think I used this palette one time. It still has the plastic in it, and I only used maybe 4 shades. Wow, 4 shades, maybe swatched. I don't know. Damn, that's crazy. That is insane. Well, the shade that I want to try to pan is Bro. Now, this is a perfect light transition shade, and the reason why I'm picking this shade is because I am panning the Prism palette, and it doesn't have this shade in it, and I think it will be perfect to go with the Prism palette. So I don't know if you can see that off camera, but that is the shade. The Prism palette I don't want to show you because I don't want to blow up my spot on one of the shadows, but it doesn't have a shade like that, and I really want to work on a shade like that. So that is why for this palette I picked more of an easier one. And it's not Bro, it's Bruh. Like, yo, bruh. Oh, that was kind of nice. So we are down to the last 2 palettes. So the next one I actually bought recently off of Macari for 20 bucks. I don't know why. I guess I did it for the collector in me. But now I'm just like, why would I buy it when it's kind of old and it wasn't mine from the start? But whatever. It is the ABH Mario palette. Now, a lot of people raved about this palette, and when I got it in person, I was just like, okay. Now the crazy thing is, I actually have the Bad Habit dupe for this palette, but this is still brand new and it's like mine, but this one I bought off of someone, so it's like I was so stupid. So this palette has mostly shimmers and literally only like 3 matte shades, but the one I want to try to pan is Isabel, and I just feel like it will also go very well with my Pan That palette. That is the shade right there. So far these are the ones that I want to pan. And the last palette that I am adding to this little project pan is my BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette. And I spoke about this in a last video. Yeah, I spoke about this already before in my 10 palettes that I haven't used in a really long time. And I kind of wanted to pan this, but then I didn't because I won't have it anymore. And this palette is absolutely beautiful. So now let me think about what shadow I'm gonna try to pan. You know what? I'm gonna go in with a shimmer. So the shadow that I want to try to pan from here is this shimmer right here. It is so beautiful. That is the shimmer right here from the Carly Bible palette. Really, really pretty. So I just noticed that I filmed this whole video and I have black spots from my mascara. Act like it's not there. Act like it's not there. But those are the shadows that I want to pan. So we're going to be panning this one here from the BH Festival palette. We're going to pan this one from the Face Candy palette, as well as this from the Bad Habit, this one from the Nicole Concilio palette, this one from the Mario, and this one from the Carly Bible palette. I feel really, really good with the shadows that I picked, only because I feel like they won't interfere with my pan that palette, which I'm pretty excited about. So far so good. Not as good as what other project panners do, but it's good for me. So before I go, I'm just going to remind you that I'm going to put Alexi's channel and Little Miss Lipstick channel down in the description box down below, and Little Miss Lipstick's video that I watched, so that way you can see. I feel pretty good about this project pan. I know I'm kind of putting too much on myself, but there's no end date for it, and I just feel really, really good. Now, I don't know if I'm going to update you every month. I think I'm going to more likely update you every 2 months, just because I am going to try to update you monthly on my pan that palette, and I don't want it to be a bit too much. So that being said, I'm going to take my palettes and put them on top of my little storage thing, so that way I can reach for them more. And I'm just going to end this video with a thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed, and I really hope to see you in my next one. Bye. And before you go, make sure you subscribe so you can see me on your YouTube feed, and click the notification bell so YouTube can notify you every single time I upload. And I'm gonna go now. Bye.